Raptors are going to come away with a victory. Toronto has won 11 consecutive, and for the first time in franchise history, they sweep a 7-game homestand. It's 11, and the 7-0 homestand. The Raptors now head on the road.
I think it's been impressive because of the way that they've done it too. I know there's been some sort of lapses in some of the games, but generally speaking, you look down at the end of the night and how many, even just recently, last, 2-3 ball games, we've seen, 18, 20-point blowout victories where they ultimately put that foot down on the throat in that fourth quarter. So that to me is what's most impressive, is that they are burying a lot of opponents now and winning the games that they're supposed to.
I'm thinking they got a lot of guards that, they just break us down off the dribble and stuff like that. But we got to figure it out because, hopefully we'll meet them, at some point. They're a tough team.
I think everybody got better. Like Terrence Ross has been a better role player. Like he's been giving them energy. Corey, nobody talks about Corey's contract any more than they did at the beginning of the season. He's been very, very good and very stable.
When you look at the first half of the season, everything they've gone through, the road schedule, the injuries, this and that, it's been, I think, phenomenal. But the team still isn't where it's going to be yet. You're still waiting for the team in its entirety with DeMarre Carroll. When you get him back, then you're going to have some time to really get to that defensive place that you wanted to. I think that process has to start now. The second half of the season, it's got to start. You want to try to get to that point.
One of the things I think that Dwayne Casey has talked about since he's been here is consistency on the defensive end. I think the best teams don't ever slide in that area. You can get 4, 5, 6 stops when maybe you're not making shots or your offense just isn't working for whatever reason. So, I'd love to see them in a series against Chicago. How do they fare? I'm sure they're anxious to get back in the playoffs after 2 first-round losses. I think there's a process you go through about how to learn to win in the postseason. I think the lumps they've taken will certainly help, but I can't wait to see them.
I think this might be one of the best Raptor teams I've ever watched this season. Just, based on their record, the win streak, the way they play together, the way they defend. They have all the hallmarks of a team that could go deeper in the playoffs. It's certainly a team, I think, better than last year's team. The problem with this team is they have a tendency to play up and down to the level of their competition, and they, for some reason, have this flirtation with the opposition, particularly when they look at teams that they should be beating and stepping on. And until they get over that hurdle, it might plague them for the rest of the regular season.
Toronto Raptors have won 11 consecutive games. No Toronto professional sports team has ever won 12 straight. Guiding the Toronto Raptors, of course, over those 11 games, their head coach, Dwayne Casey, he was named the Eastern Conference Coach of the Month. Well deserved.
I know it's 11. It's kind of a little distraction because everybody's talking about it, but I think the big picture behind all that is what we're trying to accomplish as a team and where we're trying to go. So it just take one game at a time and come in here, play hard, get a win, and move on to the next game.
You're always fighting with that. You're playing well. You want to be winning a lot of games, but then when you're winning those, then you're thinking you can be doing better and you don't want to lose, and you got to look at the bigger picture. Those things are all true, but when you go through this rough schedule and this rough period of the season in which you lose 2 or 3 games in a row, you wish you would be back in the 11th game, even though it wasn't perfect and you weren't playing great.
It is a good feeling. I'm not going to sit here and just talk about how it's doing this, how it's doing that. It is a great feeling to be a part of it. At the same time, it's like it's challenges going to come with that. Other teams going to look at us different, and, they're going to come and trying to break it down. And it's up to us to continue to win each and every game. So we have an opportunity to accomplish something special.
Confidence comes with minutes, and minutes come with confidence. I feel I'm getting comfortable out there. The guys are getting more comfortable with me, and we're rolling right now. So that's probably the ultimate blessing right now. So as long as we're winning and I'm in the lineup or the minutes, then it's working.
Yeah, how do you feel about Norman Powell?
Man, I think he's great, fast, explosive, got a jumper, got a lot of things that no one got to see yet.
Facts only.
7 games, a lot of games at home. We appreciate it. We'll take it. We're great for our fans, but it's a long time. It's kind of unprecedented to have that long of a homestand. But we've been a good road team. We want to continue that. We can continue our focus on the road.
The first thing to understand about altitude is here in Denver we're at 5,200 feet, I believe, and it's likely that they're looking at a percentage loss in oxygen at this altitude of about 17%. So the simple way to put it, the blood carries the oxygen and so many parts of oxygen in the air. So at sea level, for example, if there was 100 parts of oxygen, well, we need 100 red blood cells to carry the oxygen to the muscles and as increase the demands. So at sea level is 100. So up here, we're going to have effectively 70% less of the oxygen. Therefore, we need 70% more red blood cells. So which would mean to be on a level playing field, you'd have to have 117 red blood cells to carry the same amount of oxygen.
It's real. It's real. You got to blow through it. Your conditioning initially is important. If you're not in great shape and you try to come out here and run, it's going to tell on you.
DeRozan with it up top, using the screen. Gets in the paint, now finds James Johnson. And the spot up three is good as James Johnson connects from deep.
He's reminding us of when he was in high school and college. He practiced all the time. And now he was a three-point king in high school. And then he went to college and they changed his shot a little bit. Then he went to pros and they changed his shot a little bit. But I see since he's been back in the gym doing what he likes to do, his shot's back where James Johnson shoots. And that's how he should leave it, because it works. He left Chicago, went to Toronto, and we were so happy he went there, because that's where we wanted him to go first when the draft first started. I love Chicago, but I wanted him to go to Canada. I wanted him to play for Toronto. And then when he didn't, I said, that's fine. And then they took him. We were overwhelmed. We were so happy. And then he left. And then after he left, he wasn't really as enthused. He played, he did his job, but then when we went back to Toronto, I could just see the look in his face. He was so happy, and we love that.
Yeah. 3:30 left. Here's James Johnson on the inside, and the Raptors missing once again, and James Johnson, the collision with Gallinari.
Getting real frustrated there, Matt. He's had 3 opportunities to drive on Gallinari. And twice got lost the ball. That time missed the shot, and here just fouling, trying to get back. And boy, you hope he's okay.
James Johnson, he's wearing high tops.
Yeah, he lost his balance, and he was trying to not fall down. He landed on that left ankle, and you could see it turn. Oh, he's in a lot of discomfort right now, too.
Raptors down 20. What a great run they put together. It's going to end tonight. Longest winning streak in the NBA. 11 straight. They're going to fall to 32-16.
You can describe it any way you want to, Jones. It was a stinker. I mean, that was one of our worst performances of the year. We played like we were playing in mud. You could blame it on the altitude, whatever it was. We stunk.
I ain't gonna lie, Coach described it best tonight.
What'd he say?
We're gonna take this stat sheet and gonna wipe our ass with it. I'm sorry. That describes this night for us, man. Tip our hats to the Nuggets. They played well. They played extremely well and made shots. We just didn't have it tonight, and they kicked our ass.
There is a winter storm warning in effect and the greater Denver area until noon tomorrow. It is snowing outside sideways and a winter storm warning in effect.
Put you okay.
Yeah. Toronto's going to now move on to Phoenix to take on the Suns. The Suns 14-35. The Raptors come away with the victory. A season series split 104-97, 33-16. 1-1 on this road trip. They've won 12 of 13, 13 of 16, and the Raptors now 15-10 on the road. Portland Trailblazers certainly came up huge, but in the battle of the backcourts, the Raptors win it, and then they also got key contributions from Valanciunas, Ross, and Corey Joseph with a game-ending steal. 110-103, the Toronto Raptors win, and the Raptors are off to their best start through 50 games in franchise history. Toronto with a record of 34-16.
Spicoli, no, not Spicoli. Remember White Shadow?
Dig up the three and get the three.
No.
Get out of here, man.
Hey, that's expensive, man.
You can afford it.
Next year.
Nah, just sweat. Suspect. Alright. Gotta win.
Yeah.
JV with a boom mic is dangerous.
No. Just get it closely. let the man talk, man.
A menace to everyone.
I mean, it's great playing here. You know, every time I play here, the energy. They are asking you a question. The energy is always. I'm sorry, Bismack. The energy always great here. You know, Bismack got hit in the head. You know, that got us going. You know, we didn't talk about Bismack. I ain't talking about Debo. Flip them straight.
Can't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? You can't surprise me. What do you think? It's amazing. It's an eye catcher. I think some free agents really want to come here after this. But it's a place we call home and be here all day, hang out, and just chilling. What's up, y'all?
Good morning.
What's up, man?
Yeah, this is amazing. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. I'm being here every day.
We didn't hear too much about it. Like for the past couple months, we really didn't hear about it, and now it's here.
I think it's an amazing facility, very comfortable. Like the Raptors organization is amazing. You know, I never imagined it'd be someplace like that in my whole life.
Golly. I haven't got a mirror, huh? Yeah, the boy gotta look pretty before the game, you know what I mean?
It's not bad, huh?
It's gonna be nice. You gotta figure out how to use my
This is big time. This is by far one of the nicest, first class, spacious, conducive as I've ever seen. The Seahawks, they have one in Seattle that I thought was big time, but this is by far outweighs that one. I mean, they have 100 and some players, and we have 15, and we have just as much space for guys to operate in and that type of thing. So it's huge.
You haven't been yet?
No, I haven't. Oh man, first of all, it's beautiful, man. You only go to the arena on game day, which is better because it's kind of too much. The same thing every day, and I think the practice facility is gonna help us disconnect a little bit. This place looks nice, man. Nice. You can sleep in this place. I'm very excited about what the team is doing. I'm very excited about what the way the city is moving forward. It's just my first year here, but a lot of the things that I've got a chance to experience while I was here, I'm very thankful for it. Very nice, Johnny. You have done good for yourself.
What's up? Practice facility is amazing. I think that's everything what you need to be a better player, to train, to relax, to treat your body. It's everything in there. So I think we are blessed to have one like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, second floor, right? Yeah. Come in, fellas.
Behind the basket is a big video. You got like lounge chairs where you guys are gonna watch game and stuff. We're sort of this side.
This is the
extra way. Yeah, not bad, right?
Not bad at all.
Hey. All right. It's dead red, boy.
This gotta be bad.
Only bad thing is one rebounding, long shot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, it's phenomenal. Words can't even explain it. I'm pretty sure we got the best practice facility in NBA now. Hopefully some of the fans can see it. I think All-Star break they'll see some of it, so hopefully they can see some of the great things that the owners did for the city of Toronto.
Chicken wings, chicken wings, chicken wings, chicken wings. Don't film me eating them.
Basically, we got together and we tried to do a team camaraderie. We ate, we watched the game together, and basically we had our own little Super Bowl party.
I just like the game of football. I just love the game of football. I love the passion that it's played with.
It was a mixture of, guys going for Carolina, guys going for the Broncos.
DeMar will say he went for Denver because he's a bandwagoner. And so whoever won, he was saying that was his team. Who asked him, I guarantee you. He's like, yeah, I went for Denver, that's my team. Watch, ask him. Just ask him.
I admit it. I don't care. I'm a professional bandwagoner, and I'm going every year. I win the Super Bowl. My team win the Super Bowl. If you don't like it, bet against me. I'm still win.
Oh, this is fun. These two teams love to go at each other. You got Reggie Jackson, Kyle Lowry, DeRozan. You got Stanley Johnson, the rookie, going for it. It could be a fun night. A free preview for the AFC. Maybe.
And you hear, let's go Raptors from this crowd here.
Well, the Raptors are at home. That's a big deal.
Lowry. Ross. Got it. Bucket and book it. Dwayne Casey improves to 15 games over 500 as a head coach with the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors on this road trip are now 3-1. They've won 3 in a row. They've won 14 of 15 overall and 7 of their last 8 on the road as the Raptors hand the Detroit Pistons their 26th loss of the season. The Pistons, over their last 20 games, are now 9-11.
Anytime Toronto comes to the Palace, they take half the Palace for themselves. They rush the floor at the end of the game. They're the rowdy bunch. Those kids from up north are rowdy. But they're fun, man. It makes the game. They're just setting up. They know something special is on the way.
Great job, man. Great job. Way to find a way to get it done. That's way to meet their intensity with ours. They're trying to make a run. We shot it down. Now, let's keep this in mind. The All-Star break starts on what, Thursday? Not tomorrow, not Wednesday. Let's go out, finish out this road trip the right way with Minnesota. All right, they beat the Clippers. They played well in the last few games, all right? And so let's make sure we go in there with the right mindset to take care of business, okay? And then we can enjoy the All-Star break. But good job. Here we go. Good job.
Good job, man. Way to play.
Together on three. 1, 2, 3.
Together.
When you've talked in the past about trap games, could this be one of those games where it's that last game before the break and, you know, focus and attention isn't locked in?
No question. And again, we talked about that this morning in our film session, to not get trapped by this game, not look at their record. This team has beat the Clippers. They beat Chicago the other night. Offensively, this team has been a very powerful team, especially in the last 5 or 6 games.
And in the second half, they got away from them.
Yeah, you can see it in the first 3 minutes, and Dwayne Casey knew it. He could just frustrate
62 points and 56% shooting by Minnesota in the second half.
We'll give Minnesota credit. In the last 8 days, they've beaten the Clippers on the road, and now on their home court, the Chicago Bulls and the Toronto Raptors. So they gave it everything they had, and in the second half got outplayed.
They beat us, so we'll see them again.
What's the takeaway from this one, Kyle?
We'll see them again.
How much did you see that coming in the third quarter, as you said, the way they finished the first half?
It happens, you know, but we'll see them again.
Are you kidding? Toronto hosting the All-Star game is far past time. You're 3 years behind. Toronto was ready yesterday. It's going to be a festival. It's going to be wow. It's going to be all about the stars.
This is it. Of all the sports, this is the one.
It's going to be tremendous. I think it's great that they came to Toronto. It's a great, great city.
You're about to participate and be a part of history. It's the first ever international All-Star game in another city outside the United States, and it's in our city, Toronto.
I'm looking forward to it. This is one of my favorite cities in the league.
Everybody knows this is a great city. You know, they obviously deserve an all-star game here.
It's going to be a madhouse, definitely a media circus.
I don't think Toronto, the people that don't follow the NBA regularly, are prepared for what's going to happen to the city.
This is such a great city, and everyone I know, this is one of their favorite road cities to come visit. So the fact that they have All-Star Weekend this year, so many people are looking forward to it.
What I don't think the casual observer of the NBA is aware of is how passionate a basketball town this is. This town has a chance to change perception with that one date.
Bring your game face, because there's so many different parties and you're going to want to party hop.
I just think the city has got to brace itself for an unbelievable show. And I think once it comes and goes, people that have never been involved before, have never seen it before, are going to be talking about it for years.